I'm not going to be able to do a 6 p.m. one, so I am doing it now. So I'll get to the point. It's not going to be really, really long, but something that you will learn today is about your campaigns when they flatline. So we're going to be talking about how to fix that really simple. And what do I mean by your flatlining campaigns? This is what I mean. You put a campaign on, you start collecting customers' details, or you'll get leads, as we call it in the industry, or you're driving traffic to your website and your cost per click is low. So what do I mean by that? The cost when someone clicks visit website from an ad on Facebook, it then takes them to an external URL, which would be someone's website or a landing page. And then what that does, it gives you a charge for that. Yeah, so if that starts increasing and going too much for what we call the cost for acquisition of the customer or for a sale, okay, in layman's terms, how much it costs to get a customer to do what you want them to do. That's it. But what happens, I'll give you an example with lead gen. So if you're collecting a customer's details, whether you're building an email list for someone, which every business should be doing. If you are not building an email list, send me a message. I'll explain why. Because the leads are free when you've got that. You need to, if you're not doing that, that's rule 101. Once you've got a list, you're in the ball game. But basically, you'll start a campaign off, and then it'll go up and up and up, and you'll think, yeah, it's working really well, and then for no reason at all, it'll flatline. Okay, and then it doesn't start working, and you think, what's wrong with my adverts? What's wrong with this? What's happening? And what normally happens is an agency or a person that's running your ads, or you, if you've got a bit of an inkling of what you're doing, you'll go and redesign all your campaigns, all your targeting, and could possibly completely take your direction off target from what you're doing. So today, I'm going to show you the easiest way on how to fix this. And secondly, I'm going to explain to you why it happens, because there's a lot of what I call people that think they know, and this isn't me being blasé, there's a lot of people that think they know how to do social media marketing, but they don't. It's not just posting content, right? That's not marketing. Posting content and marketing are two different things. There's a lot of people out there that I know that are doing it incorrectly. Just my opinion, and I'm just saying, if you're doing that and not getting your result, then listen to this live stream or drop me a message, or in the link there, I've actually got, and this isn't a pitch, it's free. I've got a complete digital marketing guide for business owners. I'll quickly show it to you. It's pretty good value, really, considering you just have to put your name and your email in. So let me just show you how that works. Hold on. Any questions on the stream? Just on the call, just send them to me right while we're on, and I'll answer them if I can. If I see them, they'll show up in the side here, so no dramas at all. So I'm just going to show you this quickly. Share my screen. Which one is it? It's this window. So in the link, there's a link there. If you listen to this, like what I'm saying, look, there's a whole ebook that I've done on how to deliver the best marketing strategy you possibly can. I'm actually doing an event teaching all of this stuff in Deal. It's absolutely free. It's at the Courtyard. They're actually going to put a nice menu on so you can eat there as well, which I will communicate with the people that are coming already. I think I've got about 3 spaces left. There's 25 in total. So if you want to learn some stuff for free, just click the link in this description somewhere, and you'll be able to download that for free. All right, so I've got that out of the way. Cool, right. Let's stop the screen share, and then we'll carry on with what I'm actually talking about. So let me just explain to you how it works. Because with Facebook, the Facebook machine is just a data analytical machine. Basically, what it does, whether you give it any precise dialed in targeting or whether you leave it to Facebook, it works in what called, and by the way, this isn't me, I got taught this by Jeremy Haynes. And if you don't follow Jeremy Haynes, go and follow him. He's an absolute G. He owns Megalodon marketing agency, and he is unbelievable at what he does. From America, lives in Miami. Basically, there's a bucket system. Okay, what do I mean by a bucket system? I'll tell you. So basically, I'm going to work on 1,000 for math's sake, all right? But it could be 1,000, it could be 100,000, it could be 1 million people. But I'm going to do it from 1,000 because it's easier for me. and it's probably easier for everybody else listening as well. So let's say that we're doing an advert for your product or something that I want to sell, or let's just say that ebook, right? Okay, and let's just say that I've got my targeting dialed in, and Facebook know that there's around, let's just cut it down to 1,000. Like I said, Facebook know that there's probably 1,000 people that are probably interested in my ebook or in your product that you're selling, right? But then they're split into categories, right? Because not all 1,000 of them are going to be relevantly wanting to take action straight away. So out of the 1,000, right, we'll take 200, okay? And this is what I call bucket A. So you've got bucket A, bucket B, and bucket C. So the first 200 people that Facebook thinks are most likely to take action are in bucket A, and the number is, we're going to say, is 200. Yeah, so 200 out of the 1,000 people Facebook thinks is going to take action. All right. So then what happens, and this is dependent as well. It depends if you're how much your daily budget is, and it depends on a few other things as well. So let's just say you turn your advert on, it starts getting you some leads, or you start getting some action, right? No problem, great. But then this happens to me, by the way. So this isn't just. I'm not saying this just happens to clients. Like, I will make a campaign, and this will happen. And the way that it works is this: once your advert's running, it goes on a trajectory. The Facebook algorithm and your targeting starts working. Now, the reason that Facebook needs to make it work is because the advertiser will spend more money. If the advertiser spends more money and then creates profit for either his customer or the business owner or himself, he's going to then spend more money and scale up the ads. This is how Facebook make money. They make money no other way. It's from advertising. So if no one made any money, no one would advertise, right? So then Facebook wouldn't make no money. So what it will do, it will go and find the 200 people. Okay, you'll start getting an ad, but you might only be spending a £5 a day. You might be spending £20 a day. And then what happens, it will start giving you leads daily. It'll start working after about 3 or 4 days or a week, maybe, it stops working or the traction starts slowing. Now, don't panic. This is normal. And I'm going to explain it in real simple terms so you can be like, right, okay, Billy, I get it. Right, so this is what happens. Let's take those 200 people. Those 200 people that are most likely matching everything that you're doing, right? First of all, they might not see your advert because they might not even be on Facebook for a while. And as this is tracking up, you might not be spending enough daily to be able to reach all of those people as well before the advert tails off, right? So then what happens, remember we started with 1,000, didn't we? So let's just say that a certain percentage of the 200 people that Facebook knows that are most likely to be giving them new details or buying your product from you, right? They've gone through that. Now you're going into bucket B. So the 800 people that are left from the 1,000, okay, which are, let's just say they're 50% less likely to take action than the 200, okay? You're still spending your ads, but you're not getting the conversion. And when I say conversion, you're not getting you're not getting someone that's putting their details in or buying from you straight away. That goes lower, okay? So then you notice that your ad and your metrics are dropping. And when I say metrics, if you don't know what metrics are, again, this is the difference between true marketing and content. You would go and check your metrics on how your advert was performing, okay? The biggest nominator is, are you actually getting any leads, basically, or any customers? And you go to CTR, etc., and that's a whole different live stream, that is, which I can teach another day. But basically, you would then start noticing that your ad's not performing very well. So your ad spend starts going up, your cost per acquisition of your customer or your lead starts going up. And then you have to have a conversation with the business owner, and you're like, right, we need to relaunch all of our ads. We need to do new copy. We need to do a new creative. We need to do new targeting. All this stuff starts going through people's heads, especially if you don't actually understand what I'm just about to tell you, or you're new, which is normal. And if you've not been doing this for 10 years like me, then you're not. There's always things that you're going to learn. I still learn things every day as well. So all you would do then, okay. And don't get me wrong, I used to make this mistake. I'd be like going to create all my creative. I'd be speaking to the girls in the office. We need to do this. I'll be panicking well, not panicking, but I'll be like, right, we need a different strategy. But that's incorrect information, right? All that's happened is Facebook's gone through the 200 most likely people, and now it's on the less likely people. Okay, and then it'll move into bucket C, even less likely people to take action, right? So all you have to do for this method, okay, when that starts happening and it starts flatlining out, because it's just a data grabbing machine, right, is duplicate your ad and your campaign in full, the whole thing, okay, put it in review, leave the original campaign running still, don't turn that off, and then when that other new campaign goes live, switch the other one off. Now, what this does, it resets the whole algorithm from new, and it will start looking for the first 200 again. The ones that didn't see it, or the ones that didn't take action straight away, because as we know, it normally takes 5 to 12 interactions for someone to take action. That's why you have retargeting. I mean, I see people not doing retargeting adverts, which is absolute madness. If you don't know what a retargeting advert is and how that works, again, download that ebook that I just said. The link's in there, or send me a direct message, 5 minutes on the telephone. I'll be able to explain exactly how to do it. And I've got a free tutorial on actually how to set up all that in the back end of the ads manager. Okay. Hopefully this is being explained by myself nice and clear. It's pretty simple. It's just about being able to track people's actions and be able to find the people that are most likely to take action, which then keeps the cost per acquisition lower, right? So what you can actually do, I actually did it with I've actually did what I've just explained, I've done with an account this week, and we've generated, what is it? It'll be around, well, after today, hopefully, it'll be around £2,000 for someone, for a customer, for this week, hopefully. So I will find out on the stats tonight or first thing in the morning at our Monday debrief. So moral of this story, or moral of what I'm trying to say to you, is your adverts will flatline, but you don't have to go into creating all this new creatives, new copy, because you'll probably find if the advert's already working, it's improbable that you've reached every single person in the first run of your campaigns, even when they come out of the learning phase. This is something, again, this is all trial and error, but once you know how to do the tests with what I'm talking about, you'll be able to make everything much, much more profitable for your business at the end of the day, and that's what you want. So again, if you get someone, maybe you've got someone working for you, and then they say, oh, maybe you're not on a retainer, or maybe they're charging you per hour. Okay, so this is quite useful information for you, because if you've got someone that's charging you per hour and then they have to go and build a load more campaigns out, new copy, they're going to charge you. I mean, in my industry, average hourly charge for an agent, so someone that does what I do, is about £87 an hour. So you do the maths on that, which is why we do different packages for things, because if you're doing one-offs like that all the time, it's just not. It's a lot of money. It works out a lot of money a day. So that's useful information for you, because if you know this, you can go back and say to them, look, maybe if you try this, or send them to this video, or just get me to do it. I'm only joking. So hopefully you understand a little bit about that bucket system. Don't get me wrong, once you've been through the bucket system, okay, and I test multiple ads and campaigns on the front end, and then pick my winners and remove my losers, I still do that. But I do now take on board the bucket system, the bucket system that I'm talking about, because it works. And if you think about it logically, why wouldn't it work? You're never going to reach everybody in your first run, so then you just reset it. And if you've got when I say that as well, if you've got a million people in your audience, right, and let's just say 200,000 of those people are the most likely to take action because it could be something broad, you're definitely not reaching them all within 7 days by spending £5 a day on your budget. You need to find a way to get and scale your ads correctly, then use the bucket system that I've just said. So I hope, first of all, I wanted to make sure that I got this stream out. Sorry, it's normally 6 p.m. I don't want to miss. I set myself a task this year to make sure that I'm live streaming once a week and helping people. If you do want to come on this show and do some of the stuff that I've been doing, where we actually go through your, our dissect your website live on here so people can see and learn. I will go through any issue that you've got. If you really want to come on the show, I'd love to have you on because at the end of the day, it's about giving back at the same time. I get some content to annoy everybody in my reels, if you've been seeing them, or my TikToks. And you can see that it is not just about actually taking money from people. It is about actually giving something back as well. I've been lucky enough to be able to be in this industry, and I love it. And if I can help someone in a small way by helping them on here, that's great. So please just drop me a message if you want to come on. And be sure not to miss next week. Shout out to Gavin Snake because he has to get on here very early tomorrow morning where he is in Oz. And I'm going to go over, basically, his is just going to be, he took a leap of faith to go out where he went. He set a very successful business up. And I just wanted to get him on. He's a good friend of mine from years ago. I used to play football with him. And that is the beauty of social media because you get to catch up with your old friends and you get to see people doing well. And at the end of the day, that's what we want. So again, if you want, here's another shameless plug for you, all right? If you want the complete business owner's guide to a digital marketing strategy, so anything that you see me talking about on how to deliver it, the Venus flytrap, all that stuff, tracking front-end audiences, how to actually bring people that don't know you into knowing you and increasing your traffic up to 30% on your website within 7 days, download the ebook in the link. Here it is again. I'm just going to show you it. Share my screen. Where are we? Here we go. This is packed full of information. Got a dodgy picture of me on there. There's loads of stuff in here. Look. Explaining about target audiences, how to select them, how to actually implement some of the stuff that we're talking about. It's all on there. It's free. Just go on there, click the link, download it, bosh, then you go. All right? If you are in the Deal area, remember, 3rd of May, we have got a free event, 6 p.m. at the Courtyard, 3rd of May. It's 3 hours. I am going to deliver 3 hours masterclass, and you will walk away that day with being able to set something up physically, because I'm going to do it with you live on how to get yourself 1,000 emails in a month of people that are interested in you. If you've got a bricks and mortar business within 10-mile radius, we do this all the time for restaurants that we work with. It works, and I will do this live with you if any business that you've got this works with. So if you're there, we've got 3 spaces, 2 or 3 spaces left, I believe. Drop a message, or you will see an advert running for that for the last few spaces for that. And thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from this. Remember, if your campaigns are flatlining, remember the bucket system. Just duplicate the campaign, start it again, let it capture the bucket A people again that haven't seen you, and then when it goes live, switch the other one off. Peace out, and I'll see you next week. I might even go live in the week, depending how I'm feeling. This is Real Deal Bill, and you know this is where you come to learn how to do marketing more efficiently for your business and anything to do with sales, and basically watch me be a Wally. Right, see you later. Bye-bye.